Hello, welcome back to my studio. Today I want to show you a flip through of this Christmas journal I made. This is made in the traditional junk journal style, so you can see how thick it is there. And this is the side, this is the front, the top. This is what the very front looks like. We've got this reindeer that I've collaged with this vintage lace behind, and then I added this paper doll body holding the teddy bear. I think it's just so fun, the idea of the reindeer holding the teddy bear like a little animal, and then it has this quilted velvet exterior with this distressed. I kind of intentionally frayed all of this and kind of roughed up around the edges to make it not like too serious or prissy. And then I've got these little cupcakes on the corner. All right, so let's get into it. This is how I binded it. All right, let's open up. Okay, the first page. So I did a collage on this page, and I think I should have made this into a pocket because it looks like one, but it's not. This is all sort of a collage with some visible stitching here, and the idea was for it just to be the person who gets it, them be able to decide what do they want to add here, like this journal belongs to, or do they want to add a pocket here. So I kind of left a lot of this wide open. Now, this page has corduroy texture. Let's see if I can zoom you in. I love that netted vintage lace. The majority of this is from vintage materials, and then we have some modern things too. I like the mix of both, and I like to put fabric inside. So if you've seen my other one, you know that. This is a quilted vintage fabric here with a tartan plaid. I also like to leave things sticking out. Like, I don't know if you can see. Here, let's scoot up. See how I've left this flower sticking out? Okay, I think I'll try to leave it here, and you'll hopefully be able to catch most of it. It is a very big journal. Little twigs tucked into this pocket. I like to tuck things into pockets, and I love leaving this book introduction as the first sort of page here. This is a journal card, blank on the back. I sort of splatter painted this, and I left a lot of that paint texture because I like how that feels. Here's an envelope that I made out of wrapping paper, and I did tuck a few little surprises in there for whoever gets this journal. And then I did what do you call this? I left this one. This is a newer page, but it's done in a vintage style. And then this is a parchment paper. No, a gift certificate on parchment paper. I don't know if that's the right name for it. And then pages. I am proud of myself for leaving a lot of blank pages in this one. I think my first one I over designed, so this is only my second one. There's a little journaling space there, and I made this little mini like booklet, so that tucks into this. Oh, there we go. I did a little collage here, coffee dyed paper. I love this vintage fabric, so I just left that as a page, and it's pinned here, and underneath is that, another page. I like the idea of incorporating more of these. I'm gonna have to move it up for a minute. I like the idea of incorporating more of these paper doll fabric cutouts that you can do with what you like. We've got a vintage page. And this one I sort of just had fun with, and I did abstract painting intentionally, kind of splotch painting over these flowers to make them almost all red and green for Christmas. And then there's a little stamp I attached here with this little tuck spot. I love vintage maps, so I do try to incorporate those. Tuck spot. I'm running into issues here. Okay, look at this one. So cute. Another fabric cutout. Candy stripe paper. I painted this wreath and I left it plain so it could be embellished however you want. Vintage book page tucked in here. Journaling card. I left the stain on the back. I coffee dyed that. This little velvet band. Sort of a collage of journal space here. And then some more collage here. I felt like this was Christmassy, so I wanted to keep that. There's some writing space on the back of that one. Journal space. I really loved these. Came out of a vintage book, and I really love the images. I think I have several in here. Another map. Grid paper. I love incorporating grid paper. I like these primary writing pages because they're half blank and half for writing. I don't know, I just really I do like those. There's the other part of the fabric. More of these vintage coloring pages. This is a velvety, let's see what lint, velvety trim, which I'm huge with velvet in the winter. I love this design on the inside of this envelope. So then I've just kind of left it like that. And if I remember right, I left the back. Yeah, you can tuck in the back here too. Then we've got more writing space, music pages. I love the texture of these little skates. And then this actually can slide out. No, you can slide something in here. This is open on the top. Okay, so that's the end of the first one. And you see how I've left it like this, and the same for this one. So it's kind of loosely in here because I do want whoever gets this to be able to see how to take it apart if you want to add pages to make it as easy as possible. Okay, this one, I did do a lot on this page. I like the texture of these flowers. I glued them down and I did the paint on the music page, and then I included some journal space. This one I left these piano keys showing through, and then more collaging. And then this is a tuck spot, a vintage book page. I like that it's green and red mostly. I love this vintage book page with this nice red blanket. I just like the scene, so the only thing I added was here and here. Some added texture, more texture here. And we have some stamped music pages. Then we've got another envelope here. I like the red interior. Just some little extra things in here for whoever gets this. And we've got another book page, and then I made this journal card. You can tuck it there. I started to embellish the deer. Little scarf. You could add eyes or whatever you wanted to him. And then this is a collage background. So now we have where those flowers are peeking out. This is actually a flip. It's not even a flip because I've safety pinned it here, so You could cut these out and embellish with them or glue it down somewhere, whatever you decide. This is all blank for writing or drawing. Then we've got a few things pinned here, and then this is wide open. A tuck spot. I love this little guy. Some crumpled coffee dyed paper. More little goodies in here. I like this little faux wax seal. And then we've got an old greeting card that I distressed and left the back for writing. Coloring page. There's something about these elves I was drawn to. And this is a larger writing space. I like these guys. Some trim down here. Okay, I think we're getting towards the end. A little gift tag, blank on the back. And I've tucked in another one of those little guys here. And the gingerbread is plain for embellishing. We've got a little door here, a fabric door, coffee dyed map, collage, blank, another little outfit, Christmas one. More journaling space, a little tinsel attached here. There's the other half of that. Textured paper, wallpaper, more certificate paper, more tuck spots. This is a flip. Love this fabric. Another very, very vintage envelope with just a few little embellishments inside. And this is the last page. I added more surprises in here. Here's one. It's like a tiny little book. That tucks in. And then we've got another tuck spot here. In the back, I did include this as a pocket, so I put a few things there. And that is the end. That on the back. I have a men's journal that I'll show you after this one, and then we're going to get into something different. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys soon.